So one of the classes I teach here at the Academy is 10th grade Talmud, which is a semester-long class. And people outside the community ask me all the time, how on earth do you teach Talmud in one semester? And this is the only exposure that these students get. And of course the answer is I don't teach the entire Talmud in one semester. That's impossible. But what I do is I work on establishing the Talmud not as a book of rules, but as sort of a system, as a way to teach students how to think and how to analyze text. And so, for example, our first unit that I do in the Talmud class discusses the very beginning, first section of the Talmud, which discusses the rules for the proper time for reciting the evening Shema, which is a specific prayer. Now, these particular rules are a little bit on the dry side. But when I point out to them that the way that the rabbis analyze this text about the Shema is the same way that we could analyze any other text, that's when it opens their eyes. And what really drives the point home is when I tell them that analyzing this text is like studying for your driver's ed manual. Because every 10th grader is going to be taking or has just recently taken driver's ed. And part of that is looking at the manual and figuring out how to memorize all of these rules. There's a lot of rules in there. And there are a lot of questions that you can ask about why the writers of the manual put this part and this part. Why did they put these two parts together? Why does it discuss specifics about the rules of all of these different things? And it's not really about the specific content, because who's going to remember that anyway after they take the test? It's really about using the driver's ed manual or the Talmud or anything else as a way of uncovering the meaning behind it. Now, obviously, there aren't really deeper meanings in the driver's ed manual, but at the same time, there are a lot of questions, a lot of approaches that you can take when it comes to looking at a piece of text. And when they see the rabbis doing that with something as dry as the rules for reciting the Shema, but then they learn that that's not really what it's about at all, that it's really about teaching a methodology and a method for analyzing text critically. And that is a skill that serves them well throughout their high school careers and beyond.